Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today for chakra balancing class. You know, it occurred to me that a couple of weeks ago, the first class of the new year, we danced our way through all of the chakras. And then last week, we focused on the crown chakra. So I thought that we'd just make our way down over the next few weeks or the next 6 weeks, I suppose. Yeah. So today we're going to move down from the crown to the third eye chakra. And this chakra is located right there, the space between your eyebrows. And it's our visionary center. This is where our intuition lives and where we visualize what we want to create in our lives. Not only that, but just the practice of visualizing helps us to strengthen this chakra, stimulate it, and open it up so that it's working the best way that it can for us. Yeah. So today I'm going to guide us through a visualization meditation, and then we'll do some journaling after that just to start visualizing and getting some ideas down. All right. So since we're going to be meditating most of our time together today, I want to just prepare the body to sit in meditation, really light movement in the spine. We're going to stay seated for that. And then we'll do some eye yoga just to stimulate the energy in the third eye before we drop into meditation. How does that sound? Good, good, good. All right. So if you're not already comfortably seated, come to a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor as I am, but feel free to sit in a chair if that feels more comfortable. And then once you're seated comfortably, you can close your eyes, or you can just soften the gaze downward, whatever feels more intuitive to you. And then press your sits bones down, lift up through the crown of your head, bringing your whole chakra column into alignment, connecting heaven right here on earth. Feel that sacred center running through your core from root to crown, crown back down to root. And now begin to deepen your breath. And imagine breathing in from root to crown and breathing out from crown down to root. And as you sip in the air, you might feel the expansion of your whole body, your torso, your lungs, but you're visualizing the breath going all the way up to the crown and then going back down to the root. So for the next few rounds of breath, imagine that there's a ball of light that's traveling up from root to crown on the inhale and then down from crown to root on the exhale. Little ball of light. One more round of breath, visualizing that ball of light traveling up and down the chakras, the Sushumna, the super fast central energy channel where all of the chakras align. And then you can let your breath return to its natural pace. And bring your hands together at your heart. And slide your thumbs right up to your third eye, maybe touching the third eye space with the base of your thumb or the tip of your thumb, whatever feels better for you. And if you like, you can set an intention for our session today. Maybe there's something you'd like to see clearly, or maybe it's to strengthen your intuition. And let's chant the bija mantra of Ajna Chakra. That sound is Om. So take a big breath in for Om. Your hands can come down right in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Now interlace your fingers. You can let your eyes flutter open or you can keep them closed. Now take your clasped hands right behind your head, elbows reach out to the side. And on your inhale, heart comes forward, lean back, tailbone goes back. So you're in like a seated cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest, round your back, hug the elbows in towards your ears. Inhale, tailbone back, heart forward, elbows out. Good. Exhale, coil in. Draw your low belly in as well. And keep moving like this, synchronizing your movement and your breath. Just starting to warm up the spine. And after your next exhale, come back up to neutral spine. No rush, take your time. And let your arms float down by your sides. Inhale your right arm out to the side, up overhead, and then arch over to your left so you get a deep stretch in the right side body. And just make sure that your shoulders are in alignment. So if they're dipping forward, just slide that top shoulder back. You might look up or you might look down. Just notice where your gaze is. Okay, so we want to steady the gaze. And now take a big breath into your right rib cage. And exhale, come halfway up. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift up and over. Watch where your gaze is. Exhale, come halfway up. One more, inhale. And exhale, float the arm all the way down by your side. Good. Inhale the left arm out, up, and over. And get really long in the left side body. Steady your gaze. Take a big breath into your left rib cage. Exhale, halfway up. Good, two more, inhale. Exhale. Good, one more. And exhale, the arm can float all the way down. Good. Inhale, both arms out and up, just parallel to one another. Exhale, rotate to your right. And you can look back over your shoulder, turn your eyeballs so there's a little stretch in your eyes. As you inhale, unwind through center, arms reach up. You can look up with your eyeballs, keep your head in neutral, but turn your eyeballs up so you're getting a little stretch. And then exhale to your left and look over your shoulder. Turn your eyeballs to the left. Inhale through center, looking up. Exhale to the right, look back. Inhale through center. This time look down, but keep your head in neutral. Exhale to the left, look back. One more, inhale through neutral, look down, and then exhale, palms touch, slide them down to your heart. Good. Now from here, the next exercise you can do with your eyes open or closed. Your head is going to stay in neutral or chin in neutral. You can keep your neck long and your head steady. And then just look up with your eyeballs to 12 o'clock. And with your eyeballs, trace all of the numbers on an imaginary clock. So make sure you hit all of those numbers going clockwise. Relax the muscles in your neck. When you get to 12 o'clock again, go in the opposite direction. So you're going counterclockwise. And then once you get up to 12, you can bring your eyes back to neutral, just gazing straight ahead. And close your physical eyes if you haven't already. Bring your hands together and rub your palms together, creating some heat. And once you have a really nice amount of heat in the palm of your hands, you can place your hands right over your physical eyes and your third eye. And soften your brow, the muscles around your eyes, even your shoulders, your neck. Now you can keep your eyes closed, bring your hands down to your lap. If you need to readjust your spine, sit up nice and tall, moving into our meditation. Great. Bring your awareness right to the space between your eyebrows, behind your closed eyes. And it might look blank there right now. Or you might see some blotches of color or specks of light. But in this space, like a blank canvas, you're going to create your inner temple. And so I want you to visualize first, where is this temple? Are you in the middle of a forest? Are you at a place of worship? Are you up in the clouds in like a heavenly sort of place? Where do you feel most aligned and tapped into source? And visualize what the space looks like. You don't have to hold back. You can be anywhere. And you might try a couple of different places to see which one feels right. So if you're going through and visualizing yourself in a forest or floating on a body of water, what place feels sacred? And now just choose one and start to decorate. What's in this sacred inner temple? Is there an altar? Are there any sacred symbols? Maybe it's an area of your home or your ideal space in your home that you're visualizing in your imagination. What does it look like? Is there color, or is it natural, all white? Or maybe Mother Nature is the decoration. And stay with your first thought. Usually it's first thought, best thought. So try the first thought on for size and see what it feels like. And then if you want to add more, you can decorate more. Is there a place to sit? What does that look or feel like? And then start to consider who's in there with you, if anyone. Maybe this is your own sacred place to go and connect to your inner being, your true nature. Or maybe in your inner temple, there's a deity or source, God. Maybe you're at the feet of Jesus Christ or the Mother Goddess. Or maybe you're surrounded by the spirits of your ancestors or your spirit guides or angels. Who's there with you? And if you're there, just you and your inner being, what kind of communion are you having with your inner being? Or if you're surrounded by divinity or spirit guides, what's happening? What's their role? Is their presence enough? Are you starting to commune with them or pray? And maybe there's silence. And you're just in the presence of divinity, your own or both your own and other sources of divinity. And maybe there's just silence, or maybe a question comes up for you. What do you want to know? And if a question rises to the surface, without overthinking it, just see if anything wants to come up within you. And just pause to receive the answer. It might come in the form of language, it might come in the form of a feeling or a knowing, intuitive impulse. And while you're in your inner temple, if there's anything else you'd like to do or create, maybe more decoration, maybe just being in the presence of the sacred, the divine. This inner temple is yours to visit whenever you want to tap in to the sacred, a place within you and around you. But for now, start to make your way to what feels like an intuitive way to close. Maybe you sit down at the feet of the divine or surrounded by your spirit guides or ancestors. Maybe you're moving around and hugging the spirits. Or maybe there's just silence and stillness and a pause. And then start to take a few deep breaths. Coming back into your physical body. The imagery of your sacred temple, always there, right in your mind's eye, in your visual memory bank. You can access it whenever you like. But for now, coming right back down into your physical form, right here in this place we call home, our earthly home. Feeling the expansion of your lungs as you take a big breath in and a slow breath out, relaxing your physical body. Whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes and take your journal and write about your experience. Using your imagination, write a detailed account of what happened, if anything came up for you, if any question was answered. Take another minute. Start to bring your journaling to a close. If there are anything you want to jot down so you don't forget. All right. Great, so come on back. Lovely. So this is a place that you can revisit anytime in your meditation or when you just need to connect to the deeper, more sacred part of yourself and divinity. And feel free to redecorate your inner temple whenever you like, or if you just need some space within to go back to. And if you're not a visual person, I know some people are really visual and some really have a harder time bringing it to life in the mind. That's okay. This is a practice. And the more we practice visualizing, the stronger that muscle becomes. So that's part of the exercise, not only creating this inner sanctum for yourself, but also exercising your third eye, okay? Because the more we can visualize what we want in our lives, the more we'll be able to create it. It happens here first, and then we get it down. We bring it from our mind into this realm, into the realm of our reality, our lives. And that's when we can start to make it happen and manifest. So the manifestation starts right there in the third eye. Ooh, so let's chant the sound of Om. I'm going to say, since it's the Bija mantra of the third eye chakra, let's chant it 3 times. We'll just do, in fact, it might be more than 3 times. Let's just do a rolling Om. So close your eyes again, and maybe you're back in your inner temple. Your hands can stay right at your heart in Anjali Mudra. You have the option to stay there in stillness and chant, or you can do a big sun breath and pull your hands down on the sound of Om. So yogi's choice, either one, but you can just let the sound of Om roll whenever it feels natural for you, okay? So inhale. Notice how you feel. And bow your third eye towards your heart. A gesture of namaste. Respect to yourself, to your inner being, to the divinity within and around you. And I bow to that divinity within you as well. Namaste.